If you've been keeping up with the restoration of this old mandolin I've been working on, you'll know that I already took the fingerboard and steamed the neck off this instrument, and I nearly dropped it in the process. The heel came apart piece by piece from a previous repair that was done. I attempted to rebuild the heel, but that didn't work out so well. And I also removed some of the binding and purfling that has been distorted as a result of that giant crack. So today, I'm focusing on stabilizing the body and dealing with this crack that's been keeping me up at night. And believe me, it's gonna get pretty complicated, so stick around. The first thing I gotta take care of is this little sliver that fell out when I was cleaning out this crack. It was tricky getting the glue just on one side and then getting this little sliver of wood to not stick to the opposite side. I held it there to dry with a little wedge I made out of a clothespin. There's also 2 cracks right on either side of the fingerboard that need to be stabilized, being sure to cleat each one of these cracks. This unevenness, I need to figure something out to try to pull this over a little bit. I've got this clamp here with a little caul. I've got it clamped to the brace on the underside. That keeps the top crack even. I made this clamp to go from one of the points to the inside of the sound hole on the upper part of that panel, trying to pull that panel over a little bit just to line up the top a little bit better. I was able to get them in line, but I do need to have some more clamps to get the crack to come together. So I have these cauls that match the outside radius. I'm going to squeeze this mandolin and get the crack to come together and close up tight. As I'm doing this, I'm thinking, how is this going to hold together after it's glued? It's impossible to get inside this sound hole and do any kind of cleating, so I may have to come up with another plan. Okay, so if you look at this crack, it's really flush. Might have to put a little clamp, maybe right here, just to even this up. But all this is nice and flat. And you can see even that seam there came together pretty damn close. On the end, it just got a little step now. So this is how I'm going to clamp this. I do want to get some cleats in here as well. I don't know how I'm going to do that. There's no glue in there yet, obviously. Sometimes everything goes wrong when you try to glue it. But hopefully this will go back together exactly as I have it right here. I can put some glue in there and that'll hold it long enough for me to cleat it. Let me see if I can do it all at once. Let me figure this out. Okay, I've got it figured out how I'm going to cleat this. I hope this is going to work. Really keep your fingers crossed. So I am going to use wires, and I've got 3 cleats. 1, 2, 3. I've already got them tied off. And this time I thought ahead, and I put a piece of fishing line attached to each knot. So after this is dry, I can pull the wire back through the sound hole, hopefully, and I won't have the wire stuck inside the body. But that happened the last time I did this. I couldn't get the wires out. It was an arch top. I don't know if you remember that video. I got a video on that. Maybe I'll link it here. But anyway, here goes with this. Cleats are first. don't think I can get any more complicated. Let me just make sure the cleats are still attached. I can get a mirror in there. Wow, okay, well, just gonna let that dry. Let's hope this works. It feels nice and flush. It's level. Just to check it, I got a light down inside, and looking at this crack, I don't see any light coming through. So I know I got a nice tight fit the whole way. All right, let this dry overnight. Let's check it in the morning. It's actually been drying for a couple of days. Let's see if I can get these wires out of here. These are actually guitar strings. I keep calling them wires. So here is the tricky part now. These wires, they're glued, strings I should say. They're glued into the crack. So you see that cleat came off. That one's still in place. That one's still there. I don't know if it's gonna hold on though. Pooh. Well, I managed to get, pricked. I managed to get one of them out. This is the one that the cleat wasn't glued in. And the string, it doesn't come out of the cleat that easily. And the other two are still glued in. I got the string attached to it and I can't get it out. Get a grip on the string and push it. Try to push it through the hole. I can't seem to do it. I don't know what the trick is with this technique. I've tried it 3 or 4 times and I don't know, haven't quite been able to master it. It works okay if you have a wide crack that you don't close up so tight, but now the wood I think is closed up, it's glued, it's pinching that wire. It does sound like it's moving up and down. I just wish there was some tool that I can go in there, grab it and pull it straight down. But there's no hemostat that's bent properly to get in there. And why don't they have tools like this? Come on, Stumac. Just putting this piece of wood in there on top of the string. The string is pointing down instead of pulling it straight across. Maybe you can pull down and that might release it. It's just pulling it at this angle, it doesn't want to release. Does not want to come out. Well, that is frustrating, but I'm pretty happy with how it glued in general. As it goes with this mandolin, it's a work in progress.